In this scenario, your objective is to calculate line slide of 52 to 1.
Welcome to Transfer Thought, where training comes alive in virtual reality. If you can make a PowerPoint, then you can make engaging and memorable VR trainings too. Much like the first sip of morning coffee revitalizes our senses, running a startup is fueled by the invigorating blend of passion and perseverance. Just as we savor each cup, let us savor the challenges, for they too are essential ingredients in brewing success. In the world of startups, success isn't just brewed overnight. It's a meticulously crafted blend of dedication, innovation, and hard work. It's like embarking on a virtual reality safety training adventure, navigating through challenges with a vision that's clear and a footing that's cautious. So, let's strap on our entrepreneurial headsets, ensuring that the journey is as secure as it is groundbreaking.
All right, so Abby's question was, what is the most fun and the most challenging thing about running Transfer Thought? I always thought that it was pretty similar to skateboarding, where in skateboarding you're trying to learn new tricks, and there's no shortage of new tricks to learn or try or invent. Now, every new trick that you learn, you're gonna fall way more times than it lands, or you're definitely gonna miss way more times than you land. But for some reason, there's just a pull to land the new trick. Even though you're not going to land it the first time, you're going to have to try a few times. But the feeling of landing the new trick is just so much more powerful than what it feels like to not land the trick like 100 times. So that's definitely similar to running Transfer Thought. We've tried a ton of different things. We've tried inventing different products, different marketing strategy, different sales approaches. So the first thing was Exxon. Exxon is kind of this JSON entity component system that all of our apps are built on. It's kind of a universal data structure. And right now, Transfer Thought owns all the apps that build Exxon apps. Next up, that on top of Exxon is the Advanced Editor. It's a pretty one-to-one mapping, the Advanced Editor with Exxon. So before the Advanced Editor, you basically could only edit Exxon, kind of writing in a text file. So this makes it possible to use a UI and an app to edit. So we wanted to get it in front of subject matter experts. And one of the ideas that we had was to essentially run a contest where we challenged people to bring their content and see if we could make an app in a week for them. And we had a lot of turnout. We kind of hit like the limits of the Advanced Editor. It was maybe a little too challenging to do something fast like that. So this was maybe the spawn of the developing the simple editor. So if we could build an app that was as easy to use as PowerPoint, but instead of delivering a 2D experience, you could deliver a 3D experience that worked in a browser or a VR headset, we thought that would be really usable. So we really tried everything from webinars to emails to ad campaigns to direct outreach. And this brings me to TT Go. It's a little early to yet to see if we'll land the trick or not, but TT Go.
At Transfer Thought, one of the things we always try to do is look at the full user experience and see if along the steps in a user trying to make a VR experience, are there any pain points or obstacles? And one of the first steps on this journey is setting up the virtual environment. Where is this experience going to take place? And a really effective tool we found for this was the 360 camera, where you can snap a photo and now you've grabbed this photorealistic virtual environment. But that also introduces a pain point of specialized hardware. So we wanted to see, could we make a smartphone app that with a few photos, you can create a virtual reality environment using your smartphone? Because the best camera is going to be the camera you have on you at the time. So that was the original idea for Transfer Thought Go. One of the things for the future of Transfer Thought Go is introducing some AI functionality where we can stitch the seams in between photos with generative fill. And also I'd like to experiment with seeing how far you can push that concept as well. Can you take one photo and recreate the rest of an environment?
My name is Abby Reese, and I'm a summer intern here at Transfer Thought. I started on June 1st, and today, August 25th, is my last day. One project that helped me grow this summer was creating CSS help documents. I added classes to many different elements, and this helped me get better at sorting through large files of code quickly in order to find certain elements. Additionally, I created various ads for Transfer Thought. I had never worked with video editing before, and I am glad I was able to add that to my skill set this summer. One of my favorite projects to work on was adding custom end-step options to the Transfer Thought editor. I liked this project because it was the first time I had to work on a web project for multiple days, and I learned about different Vuetify components and how to use them, as well as created various functions that allowed users to customize the end of their Transfer Thought trainings. The last project I worked on was Transfer Thought Go. This was the most high-pressure project I worked on because Frank, Keenan, and I had a goal to launch Transfer Thought Go in just a few days. I added icons to the website that allowed users to publish or save their 360 image, as well as to clear the whole image or the last image. This summer's internship was like a coding roller coaster for me. I started out only having basic Java and CSS knowledge. Fast forward, and now I'm whipping up web concoctions with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Not only did I dive into coding, but I also created many virtual reality training scenarios and video ads for Transfer Thought that could give Hollywood a run for its money. And hey, remember when I thought Git was just a typo of gig and a branch was just something on a tree? Now I'm pushing and committing code like a tech-savvy intern. But anyways, this internship wasn't just a job. With the help of Frank and Keenan, it was my metamorphosis into a coding, creating, and committing virtuoso.